Yes.
Yes.
I basically do that already.
Acoustic metalcore is my life.
Well said, Ian. The tour's been incredible. All the bands on it, seriously, great people. All the shows have been great. We are having the time of our lives. We couldn't ask for anything better. Well, for this tour in particular, we had to take off 2 terms of school, so we go back late June. But we did it the right way, so luckily it hasn't been too much of a hassle. I think we're just all on the same page that we'll probably miss a few assignments when we first go back.
Me and Ian had like a few AP credits stacked up, so we can still graduate on time once we go back to school, and we're going to take some summer classes to catch up. Brennan's going to take some online classes to catch up. So, and Sean graduated because he's 45. So
He's 32. We're pretty good at balancing this right now. We try very hard at doing a lot of weekends. We tour as much as we can. Obviously, this is an exception, but I think the only thing would change is how often we toured, or how long, I guess. Not so much how often, just how long those tours would be.
it's pretty sick. Pretty much we owe a lot of our bandness to the Philly music scene, just because everyone was so welcoming when we first started, and we just started making friends by going to shows, and then those friends subsequently helped us get on those shows. And the cool thing about Philly is that so many bands come through there that every time a band comes through from a different town, you befriend that band, and then when you go on tour, they help you out when you get there, and you just make a bunch of connections, and it's a great way to just, have people hear about your band, and everybody's really friendly and cares about music, so it's cool.
From the beginning, we didn't expect sports to turn out the way it did. When we originally Lamo Records was started to put out sports, and we were just hoping that it would break even, that way that he wouldn't lose all his money. So we never expected any of this in general, really. Like, we didn't expect to sell out of You're Gonna Miss It All before this tour even really started. So no, definitely unexpected.
Fun. We just wanted to make an album and have it out, and then people ended up liking it, so we're like, oh, hey. With sports, it was kind of like we had a bunch of songs that we had written, like a whole catalog of songs, and we're like, okay, we want to put out an album. Let's pick this song, this song, and this song. But then once we had put out sports and we got on Run for Cover and we had done a little bit of touring, we were like, okay, so we're going to write an album. It's going to come out on this day. It's going to be on this label. So it was a little more like structured.
We're honored. Yeah, it's really cool to be grouped into a ton of different scenes. We get the punk scene. We get the hashtag emo revival scene. Obviously the pop punk scene. It's really cool to see that a ton of different kids are taking our music the same way. So it's really cool to just know that we can we can play fast, but we can play the Wonder Years record release show too, and both of them will be just as crazy. I think nowadays everyone's just kind of open-minded and accepting, and in Philly everyone's very supportive, so from the beginning we've gotten a lot of support, so that definitely has helped us.
Ideally, ska punk. We could be the pioneers of the acoustic metalcore scene back then. Ian, thoughts on American Idiot?
It was good.
There we go.